friends. I'm live, you guys. Unintended, well, intended. I should have given you all more notice and a whole lot of information about what was going on, and yet I wasn't entirely sure. It's something, to go out into the world when you're starting over with complex PTSD. So, you guys, let's chat about what's going to be coming next. Um, amazingly, amazingly, uh, a lot of things. And I am trying to handle this. Let me mute that. I am trying to handle this. Hey, Marcus, how's your spirit? So glad to see you in the chat. No, I did not tell anyone that I was going live. Please hit the like and share with everybody and let them know that I am live. That would be fantastic. I am going to share with some folks to let them know what is going on. And then I am going to get my act right together and get back to talking with you all. But yeah, so if you have noticed from the way things look behind me, things are a bit different over here for me. Hey, Kaizo, how is your spirit? I'm so glad to see you, Terrell. Hey, Marcus, I am actually quite wonderful. Hey, Mark Harris, glad to see you. Um, you guys, I am great. I need to correct some things behind me. If you notice, I am not in my house or apartment. I am in my office. I am back in an office for the first time in 2 years, and I just might cry a little bit. So let me pull up the door and let me cover up some things, and I will be right back. Wow. So not I did not expect an emotional anything at all from this, you guys. It was an offer and an opportunity at a chance to move my dream forward. And I was immediately like, you know what, Janine? It is time for you to do something different today. So I am doing different. I am in the office for the first time. Um, you all will see me here. You all will see me here. Um, Infrequently in the beginning, though I will be around more. Um, I have goals and dreams. Like I said, or I've been saying all this time, I'm not a YouTuber. I am a content creator, and I suppose YouTube is kind of like my creative outlet, somewhere where I get to have conversations with my imaginary friends and talk about fantastic things. But starting today, we are back on my own official journey. Why I originally came to Tucson, Arizona, and going forward. So I suppose now, I'm not going to do this any different than I normally do. Thank you, Mark Harris. I'm not going to do this any different than I normally do. So if you got a theme song, get it together, get it in the chat for me. We're definitely going to get into it. And if I don't start with this one, Daniel will fuss, and so will I. Because the truth of the matter is, we get up and play this song every morning now. And we spend a little time together making sure that we sing and dance and enjoy one another. So give me a 5 in the chat if you can hear the sounds okay. Hey, Snuggles, long time no see. I'm usually on too late to get yep. But hey, glad to see you in the chat. How's the spirit?
It's so hard just holding on.
Yep.
Ain't even picking up my phone. It's hard enough to be, hard enough to stay, hard enough to be alone. I'm just trying to move along. Sometimes I do and then I don't. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell myself that it ain't healthy. second guessing, it don't help me. I'm so tired of feeling empty. Find my eyes, it's time to fight. Seems like I'm always against me. Seems like this is never ending. But I refuse to let it end me. Mentally, spiritually, physically, I need my peace. I need my peace.
I'll be doing quite a few things.
I wake up every morning and tell myself, good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes you gotta look in the mirror and say, good morning, gorgeous.
That kind of thing. All of the goals and dreams that I've been talking about for the last year on YouTube. As I move into my second year, I am putting down the foundational work. The last year was me being able to get in front of the camera and talk to anyone about anything, anywhere, right? And now it's about more than that. Am I going to have a mural in the background? No, neither screen nor a mural, Snuggles. It's really going to end up being covered in next steps and nonprofit plans. As I said before, I moved to Tucson to turn my life around. Um, I was officially diagnosed with complex PTSD with dissociative identity disorder once I got here. Yet, um, I didn't really, I mean, I knew something was going on when I was in Durham, North Carolina. And so I moved here to Arizona to be able to turn my life around. I called it my Tucson turnaround. And at one point, I even had a website to start over. And then I allowed my son and his friends to come out here. Uh, I am not retired military. My soon to be ex husband is retired military, Snuggles. So, my son and his friends came out here. And, that was a boon on one hand because I had the space and the opportunity to give young people a second chance or a chance. Um, Yet, young people who've never been told how to be decent do indecent shit, right? Hey, peace, love, how's your spirit? So these young folks, given an opportunity, chose to attempt to take advantage of me. No, Snuggles, I was never in the military. My ex was. I was in AmeriCorps. Here, look at that. I even have my bag because I used it to travel today. So I was an AmeriCorps Vista member, and that's how I moved to Arizona. I'm glad you caught me live too, peace, love. It was a surprise for a lot of people. I intend to be going live out of the office Monday, Tuesday, and maybe Thursday in the mornings, and then I will do lives from home once I get my financial situation back in order. February, there's just no, it's hard to recover from medical expenses no matter what. You know what I mean? From medical emergencies. And while we have done an amazing job of staying on our feet and staying afloat, some of the things that, like, the streams or whatever, paying those bills and whatnot are on the back burner. Um, Internet even is on the back burner as we get our life back together. But yet, I am thankful for everything that has happened to me in my entire journey because it brought me to the point where I'm able to start this nonprofit and know um, how real it is, right? So I should probably, peace, love. This is difficult as starting a YouTube channel from 0 people 1 year ago and getting to 270 without chasing a bag at all. It's that difficult to start from the bottom and then be here, so to speak. And I'm not on. I don't even know if you can say that I'm on the first floor. I am above the foundation and certainly making my way out of the basement, or we are. Yet, it's a journey every day. And we make it. And peace, love, it's funny because I asked you, I was like, girl, we need to get together so I can talk to you about excuse me, guys, for the tears. Y'all know me. Anyway, I said, girl, we should get together so that we could talk about a website that I need built. And then you was like, yeah, I don't go nowhere for $1,000. And I was like, well, I got my office. And so, like, 6 months from now, I'll have $1,000 to get that website. But, you know, all things, all things in time and in the creator's uh, grace. Right? The creator knows better than I do when it's time for me to move and when not to. I'm learning to lean into that more. I am someone who absolutely despises the idea of not being in control of what's going on in my world. And so I appreciate that. Peace, love. Thank you. She said, she'll give me a discount. I appreciate that. I will let you know. I'm giving Cuzzo Darrell Long an opportunity to get his act right. And that's just because, he and I have been rocking out in this YouTube space for about the same amount of time, and gotten a lot of knockarounds for a lot of other people's bullshit ass behaviors. And so, um, I want to see the people who've been there with me grow. I wanted, I knew what I was about coming into this YouTube space, and I wanted to be able to meet real people in these YouTube streams that I could bring along on a real world amazing journey. And building a nonprofit around the advancement of children like Demario's who don't even know the trauma that they've already experienced and the toll that it's taking on their lives. That's the space. That's the thing that no one talks about. That's the hidden hurt. That's the complex PTSD that those children already have. All of DeMario's children were under 10. I believe it's 2 or 3 different mothers. Each of them will move on with their own lives and their own understanding of what's next. But those children have one father. And for one of them, he was lost the day after they were born. That's fucking. That's a trauma that how does anyone know how to help him recover from? They haven't really experienced it. You know what I mean? They haven't dealt with it themselves. They just move on, finding someone else to love, to get back from, whatever the case may be. Uh, that's it. And so that's my overall goal, and the reason why I am back in what used to be my boss's office. I was on the other side of this office, and I would take you there, but I'm actually kind of like leasing the space. um, I also have the opportunity to go to work for this organization again. And when I get done with this live, I'll be making sure to send off the rest of that information. I told myself that I wasn't going to go back to work for anyone else unless I could put my dreams and my goals out there as well. Mark says we must start somewhere, JP. Look and see the first floor. I'm on my way up. I'm on my way up to the first floor. It's nice. I don't know if I'm really worried about the penthouse or not, but definitely ready to get to the first floor. Hmm. Hey, Quantum, how's your spirit, gorgeous? Glad to see you. Um, so yeah, I was anxious last night. I also had an opportunity to go to a spoken word event. Um, that had me more anxious than coming into the office. I knew this was going to be foundational, right? I knew that this was going to be my game changer, my opportunity to put my dreams into practice, to my principles, to work on that thing. Quantum said full moon vibes and sad. Does that mean money in my wallet, Quantum? Shout out to Raven Knight who was like, nah, JP, it's gonna be Mercury in retrograde for Libra all this time. Say what now? Oh, peace, love. I enjoy spoken word, yet I know that I am not good in crowds of more than 10. When I speak at public events, I am in the back in the corner somewhere until it's time, and then I kind of, make my way out to the stage, round off my 5 minutes of funk, and get the hell up out of there. Yeah. So yes, I'm a Libra. I am a September 30th Libra, so early, um, or I guess middle Libra. But yeah, I'm a Libra and true to it. I am a Libra, one of three girls, so I definitely have had to understand balance more than most. I try not to admit to any Libra attributes, though I'm pretty sure I embody them all. Hey, October 14th. I have a girlfriend who's coming to visit me next month, who's also, her birthday is the 14th. It's going to be interesting. Quantum said it's definitely coming, JP. Things are being worked out behind the. I agree with you there, Quantum. So many amazing things. The same gentleman who invited me to um, his spoken word event also is in charge of the what that thing is. A community center here where I did my first speech in Tucson, called the Dunbar Center. And they are in the midst of adding in some features that I would like to be able to use down the line. Quantum said she's a Leo. Ooh, at least you're a July Leo. Them August Leos, ooh, child, something about them. They extra selfish and stank. But I know that's not you, so I'm just gonna let it go. Anyway, as I was saying, it slipped my mind. Sorry, y'all. This journey has just been um, amazing. It's kind of like these last 2 years that I've been away from the office didn't happen and did happen, right? Because I moved here knowing that I would be taking a job in this office, knowing that the people who were here already knew what my goals and dreams were, and knowing that they had my back. These people have helped me um, get up off the floor, get a bed, dishes, food, um, cannabis, and it seems like I end up, you know, needing them to me too much. And to them, they say, not enough. To them, they say, no, JP, we see more in you than you see in you. Shout out to Sam Brown. He even said, I was like, bro, I feel like you understood the power of my voice well before I did. And he was like, I still do. He's like the living headed little brother that I never had. And I'm thankful for it. Thank you. I agree. Peace, love. It's been a blessing. My life has been a blessing. Hey, partly cloudy. Um, I look forward to all of the things that are coming my way. I look forward to inviting you all into the journey to share the blessing, to support, um, to do the work. If I say to you that you need to come to Arizona so that we can get together and do some work, y'all, you ain't see me moving into this office, but I'm here. So you may not see you coming to put this work in, but you never know, right? We have to take a chance. At some point, we have to step out on faith, but faith with an understanding. Thank you, Mark. He says he sees it too. Faith with an understanding that the floor isn't really yours to build. The Creator does. More than anyone or anything. My Creator has shown up time and time again. The universe. I gave up the idea of religious doctrine a long time ago. I understood that I was on a walk with my Creator for the last 26 years. You can't survive physical, emotional, and financial trauma, abuse, for damn near 30 years without knowing that you are on a walk with your Creator. Yet, I understand the way that things work, right? I hear God the Father and Mother Earth. There's something more. And that's what I lean into on the hardest days. On the days when my spidey senses are tingling at the highest degree. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up out of bed. I don't know where the next smoke is going to come from. I don't know where the next meal is going to come from. On those days, I have to lean into the universe and remember that the universe's bank account is bigger than anything. And while I may not be able to see it, and while I may not know where it's going to come from next, I won't lack. I won't go hungry. And as long as I don't lean into it and consume it, I won't know pain. That sounds crazy to a lot of people. Because I tell you that I live with a chronic pain condition known as fibromyalgia. I live with a mental health condition known as complex PTSD with dissociative identity disorder. And I am a 46-year-old high-functioning autistic woman. Ta-da! And all of the books, all of the stories, all of the stuff that you read and hear, people would tell you that I'm supposed to be fucking miserable. I'm not. Even when it was its hardest, even when I believed that it was a punishment for something that I had done wrong. Peace, love, said you're beautiful. Thank you. Even when I believed that it was a punishment for something that I had done wrong in my past, and believe me, I've done things in my past Even when I thought it was just being black in America, right? It I never got to the point where I couldn't find a reason to keep going, to stay, right? I thought about leaving a lot. And we need to be more honest about that. We need to be more honest about why. Why I turned on this camera for the last year before I knew I was going to be back in an office, before I understood that this was going to move forward. I turned on the camera because there's someone like me experiencing worse. And they wish that they could. So if I can, I will. As long as I can, I will. Under great restraints, I will. Because there's someone traversing through much harder. And that's not me saying that my own journey hasn't been difficult. Um, it's not even me saying that I couldn't use more help. I just remember that the universe is there, right? I let someone sleep on my couch and eat my food because they're human. They just need to know that someone will give them a moment to lay down and rest. Actually rest and try to recover before the next round of bullshit. What I realized for me is, and this is a lot to do with being a little girl out of the South, right? We come different. Our tribe comes different. And so what I realized is that even the people around me only know go, go, go. And don't understand stop, rest, and figure out how to de-stress. So, it's kind of how theme songs came about in their own way. I mean, like I said, there was the whole Spoonie thing that really was fucking annoying to me. I don't count spoons. It's just dumb. It makes no sense when you're talking about someone's physical health, or mental health. But anyway, your theme song is easily understandable. And so, because I've been snotty and crying, and because I can't smoke in this office, we're gonna do a little theme song to help me get some snot out of my face. But I see, here's the thing. Um what's your theme song? Period. What's the song that you actually get up like in the morning? This morning when I first came on, I played Good Morning Gorgeous, right? Um because Daniel loves it. I love it. I love the fact that he'll say that to me. And someone should say that to you. Uh Thank you, Mark, for the hugs and love. Thank you all to the chat. Guys, like I said, please make sure you like and share and all that jazz. I should be looking at analytics or doing something, but I'll do better. As we're in the office more, I'll do better. Um, a shout out to Ivana Lakeisha Chow. I finally got those funds and they went right to, funding opportunity. So I just Nice peace, love. She said that she asked Alexa to play Fred Hammond Station to start her day off. Um, I do. This one's for Big Rig. I usually will get up and do this if Daniel's not home or if I'm just turning on my headphones. But Big Rig says this is my song. Now I can't scream sing as loud as I do at home because this is an actual office. But we might sing a little bit. Fair use. Hey, spiritual healing, y'all. I'm so PO'd, right? I had like two videos where they were blocked because of music, and then the post wouldn't drop the claim. The copyright holder wouldn't drop the claim, and they're two really good strings, but it's okay because I'm gonna go back and dispute it. But anyway, yeah, I felt some type of way about that. Follow me, yeah, follow me. We're hoping hey. To see the day that our people hey. Can all relate. We must keep striving. I am going to share with a few folks on IG. Guys, I don't know how long I am going to be here and live because today was truly a test run and to get in and be able to put up some of my other information. Why don't you follow me to a place where we'll all be free? Hey, Robbie. Out here. Follow me. Follow me. This is what we do over here, Robbie. Follow me. But let's make it fun. Start the stream, and then we can do it. But today, I'll do but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Now, I checked you out last night and on the Rails platform. You are you are a joy to have. As Chief Love said, I'm a vector unto myself. And if there's anybody who's coming up with me, I'm going for a big one. I might be following you. But anyway, I think we're connected together. So I appreciate it. Anybody clap for God's love? I don't know how long I was here today. Hey, Nixon, how's your spirit? Listen, let me teach you this. Listen, in the office for the first time, and I am we feel in the office more. Your love is when I take on we feel it and it's not. Next part, this is what you're going to say. Full-time and part-time. And I want part-time, so qualified as full-time. We feel it, faith. All of that. I really I want to and I really probably wouldn't go back to work. And I would just continue to make the starving artist struggle until I had a community big enough to support me outright on Buy Me a Coffee or whatever. But the position that I am looking at is with an organization that we interviewed, and within 15 minutes of getting off the phone, they called me back to bring me to the position here in Tucson back in 2019. And so to be able to have that opportunity to take all the things that I've learned being in YouTube for this last year and a half, and pour that back into their organization, plus build more with this nonprofit would be absolutely fantastic. Uh, in a way, it's its own dream to come true. And then when you talk about Black youth achievement, um, it's definitely something that's important. And I won't say this too often, and I made sure to cover up as much as I could. The nonprofit that I worked with then was Junior Achievement through a contract with AmeriCorps. My goal is for, well, let me put it this way. I'll put it up here. The organization that I hope, oh, sorry, that I will be building is this Universal Black Youth Achievement. Now, forgive me if there's a spelling error, y'all. Whatever, my bad. Here is my goal, right? So the Universal Black Youth Achievement Initiative. It's a mouthful. Um, Here's the deal. We have 62% of the African American population is financially illiterate. That means our poorest class, our middle class, and our upper echelon. 62%. Organizations like Junior Achievement bring in entrepreneurs, real world business owners, and they teach financial literacy to the youngers, right? At a 62% financial illiteracy rate, how many entrepreneurs that are Black can come in and do that? Well, how many Black communities are really being moved forward where the money is staying there and growing, where our children can achieve based on what we have poured in, not what we've gotten from someone else? I see you, L. Nixon, you over there. She said, where is he not? Listen, L. Nixon got a special vibe that, I just had to drop that ranch on him. He's like a Morgan Freeman of YouTube, like the Black God of YouTube. He gets down there with it. I can't. Anyway, but as I said, like, if we have a 62% financial illiteracy rate, how can money come back into the community and stay? Based off of what? Where? Who? And here's part of the reason why, right? Why? Because we're only 50 or so years removed from segregation, right? We have to really look back at how far or how close we are to our history and how far we've actually come, but how much further we have to go. We're comparing ourselves to these people who have had, well, centuries to lie, to create a narrative where they know more or are better or do better. When the truth of the matter is, no, they ain't. They're no more civilized. They're no more educated. They're no more talented, no more creative, no more, except time. In a stress free life, right? They've had more time in a stress free life. We've never taught our children to seek that out. We don't teach our people to seek out achievement or success at a realistic level. We teach them to reach for the goddamn moon with celebrities and athletes and all of this other mashugana, and then we tell them that's wrong because the behaviors are bad. What you do afterwards is bad. But we don't give them any metric to go by. And I said this before we were going to talk about this the other day, and we'll talk about it for a brief moment. There have to be standards, right, in life. There's a standard for every test that you take, right? There's a rubric, a measurement, a something. You need all of those things, and the Black community does not have one. What we have are somebody else's rules and regulations and statements and blah 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 gobbledygook on us. But what we don't have are our own that we came up with, designed by us for us, with the achievement of our youth in mind. That's my goal. Over on Buy Me a Coffee, I have a doctrine up there. It's a host of things that are listed there. Let's see. I have to sign into everything because I had to make a move. Also, this damn computer. But I'm telling you, you guys, every time the universe hits me with like it's the devil. Everything everything that could have gone wrong to keep my PTSD anxious ass away from this office today, the universe threw at me. Everything from cramps to anxiety to not being able to sleep well, a host of things, right? At the end of the day, ta-da, here I am. Why? Because this is what I'm meant to do. I am meant to be in this office, start this journey, and do these things. And I'm going to, no matter what. So we're going to get over here to my doctorate so we can talk about it. Because one, there are things that I want to change. I know this to be true. But two, um, it's been a minute. And I think that we need to begin to talk about some of these things and how we can change it. So, this is my doctrine. Can you see that? And I am going to drop the link to buy me a coffee in the chat. And that's the link to the actual thingy so you can read it. Thank you, L. Nixon. And if you can read it, I hope so. I really, all right, let's see here. I can make it a bit bigger. How's that, guys? I think any bigger than that. Ta-da! Okay, so it says citizen doctrine, yet at the end of the day, it's mine. And it says, we believe we are all responsible for the soul and spirit of the universe, and we are failing her by failing one another. We believe she is telling us to tend to one another before it is too late. We believe for any relationship to be successful, each person must acknowledge the other, their perspective, and right to such. We are the examples of a positive difference. What we have has to look natural, comforting, and inviting. We believe to tend to each, we need revolutionary change. We believe the way to achieve revolutionary change is to take, and I'm going to do this right now. You guys, please forgive me. I said I was going to edit it. So, to take the Pan African teachings, create new language for a more inclusive, well, never mind, I'll leave it. So, we believe the way to achieve revolutionary change is to take the Pan African teachings, I believe something more universal, create new language for a more inclusive revolution, and use it to educate our circle of influence on the system, how it sees them, and how to build better. That's the work. We believe every home is a sanctuary and no one should have to fight for it. I believe in universal housing. I believe in universal income. I believe that amongst a host of reasons, Black people in America and our children deserve that more than anyone else. We've been getting it out of the mud for a long fucking time. That's anyway. Back to it. We believe we must give freely the knowledge we have to those who didn't have access to a similar knowledge base. We believe that we should be educated in the Montessori fashion with an emphasis on compassion for ourselves and others. We believe purchasing land and placing multiple tiny homes on it is the way to build a community foundation. We believe in a mostly natural, holistic approach to health, including cannabis and its full effects, as necessary tools to combat the traumas of life and for the healthy healing of those traumas. We believe in investing in in the cannabis industry as the way to build foundational wealth. We believe in community building. We believe is work that deserves a universal income. We believe community-based models must include professional sharing. And then we say, release yourself from the tethers of the system. Take the tools and knowledge you've obtained and do differently. That is the doctrine by which I live, lead, and try to move forward in this life. And I can admit that I might get it wrong. Mark Harris says compound interest and life insurance are two huge financial key. I agree with you there, Mark Harris. And it's something that I do need to incorporate in with better understanding. What I can say is because I grew up in married military, I've always had some type of insurance. And so it was not at the forefront of my mind to think about on that level going into starting this process. Um, but here I am in this office, and that doctrine has brought me to this point and will continue to bring me on a journey. And I am thankful for that more than anything. Shout out to Ivana again. She's an allied citizen over there on Buy Me a Coffee for an entire year. I owe her an audio post, and I will be doing that soon. You guys, I appreciate if you go over there and check out any of the content on Buy Me a Coffee. Um, I'm considering making the move to Patreon, yet right now it's not really necessary. I am going to be offering an ebook and an e-course over there, amazingly. Nothing to do with being a YouTuber, by the way, because I've been in this game for a year and I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a content creator. I learned the tools of YouTube to make my content better. And I suggest that more people do that. Um, I suppose you, if there's anything right now, those of you who are in the chat and the cloud, if I were to write a book, what would you want me to write the book about? The first one, because there'll be many. My life, my lived experiences. I have lived through my spouse being deployed um, 6 times or more. I've lived through the loss of my cousin in a traffic stop in Memphis, Tennessee. The loss of the man I was in a relationship with due to a home invasion. My first crush died in a car accident when I was 13. My best friend, I lost him to cancer when I was 16. I have lots of stories, lots of content to write about, to create and share in a host of ways. So I suppose from those of you in the cloud and in the chat, what would you like to know first? Why do you show up? The spiritual DJ thing, that's new to me. I'm still learning that part. I never put a term like empath to it. El Nixon said, wow, JP, that's a lot. Yeah, yeah. But you know, El Nixon, I have also lived in Germany. I have gone down the side of a mountain. I have been to Universal Studios for a week on the property. I have been to Arizona, Texas, Colorado, New York, Georgia. I, thank you, El Nixon. I have a resilient spirit. You know, growing up military, I think will do that to you. I believe some of it is innate. I won't fret because not everyone's made for it. um, Peace Love says, write about all of it. Create a book of hope and share your testimony. Thank you. Mark Harris says, bank owned life insurance. Um, you know, I've seen a lot of things about annuities and that kind of stuff too, Mark Harris. So it's something for me to check into. But yeah, so yeah, I've lived a lot, you guys. To me though, it's always just been life. You know what I mean? I didn't it's not like I set out to have a life that was book worthy. Wow, my OneDrive is almost full. My Dropbox, y'all, your girl just anyway. Um, I just set out to live my life. One of the things, and probably the hardest loss of all for me, even to this day. My mother passed in 1996, April, 1 month after my first son was born. That one was the hardest. And that was one that I couldn't really like. I never knew it would take me 26 years to process. I thought I'd processed it every day leading up to and every day after. I still get blindsided, surprised by something that'll happen in the world and remind me that I can't call her. Hey, Ivana, how's your spirit, girl? Glad to see you. Um, I'll lately it's been that I've wanted to reach out to the blood connections. Um, but I won't. Because for 26 years, they've used her memory to get me to do what they wanted. Well, mama would expect this. Mama would. Mama would. Heard, peace, love. Thank you so much. I appreciate you joining. Um, People have this habit um, of martyring the dead or using their name when it suits their purpose. And I found that disgusting. I still do. That you'll use her memory to cajole someone into doing something that they don't want to do, but you won't stand on her memory and be the family that she hoped that we would become. There for one another, no matter what. Openly, lovingly, or not begrudgingly, forced to do a thing. I don't think we speak enough about the truth of that in families. We tell children, especially black children, young black men, that they owe something to us for being born, for the 18 years that we chose to raise them, or however long it was. And we did so, some of you, not the kid. Some of you did so begrudgingly. Your children feel it, felt it. And now here it is, they have the ability to say it. They have the ability to get onto any device or go anywhere and tell you that you didn't do enough. To tell you that you haven't been there for them. Oh, Mark, honey, I've lost so many in my life. It's amazing to me that I'm not like a grief counselor or some type of funeral home, something or other, because understanding, dealing with, and getting people through grief, well, that's just kind of been my lived experience. You guys, I'm going to take a pause for the cause, and I'm just going to leave it silent and blank this time. I apologize, but it's because I can't do other stuff. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, you guys. I am so I'm back. Can you hear me okay? Wait, let me make sure I get on the right side. All right, give me a 5 in the chat if you can hear me, okay? Let me push the door up. Yes, Mark. People will do anything that I love my family. I really, really do. Um, and but at the end of the day, it's a lot of that people do. Thank you, El Nixon. A lot of things to attempt to manipulate you because at the end of the day, they really just are unhappy with their own lives, right? They'll say things like, "Yeah, well, you never knew. You always were on a search for who you are." Nah, bruh. I've been knowing who I am. You just didn't know who you were. You were to feel some type of way because I was sure in what I was going to do. Uh, One of the things that has held me back for a number of years is my desire for my family to be able to be a part of my journey. Many times I'd ask, who wants to join a podcast with me? You ain't really got to do nothing, but look, it's this right here, y'all. This is a podcast. Real talk, y'all know it, I know it. You get a microphone, a couple of headsets, and some avatars. That's how it gets started. My life and lived experience, my family's been a part of it. To be able to have that conversation with them would be even more dynamic than just me having it by myself because they've lived and witnessed it too, right? But nah. Much like many in the community, as some would say, they too are of this mindset that, well, I gotta see what you do first. Really? I said I was gonna be a mother 3 times over, 3 young men, all out there on their journey. No babies before too soon, no marriages, no crazy ish, right? So I was gonna go to culinary school. I went from having zero culinary experience when I started to graduating and becoming an executive chef in 7 years. I have been a volunteer manager since my 20s, leading everyone from a private's wife to a general's wife in next steps and how to prepare. These people have known me through all of that. And because I was diagnosed with a disability and a mental health disorder, they have bought into the idea that I'm capable of nothing else anymore. That was what made me move to Arizona in the first place. In 2017, I filed for disability for the first time. And when you file for disability, they make you give like everything, your last 10 jobs, what you did on those jobs, and why you cannot do them anymore. And then they have your family fill out all these things that say something similar. That's when you truly find out what they think of your life. That either they believe that it's all in your head. And when I say all in your head, like, um, you're making it up. You're not really in that much pain. You're not really, as one loving family member told me, It's not like you're dying of cancer. There's that, right? Or, like my children, they see you as beyond amazing, super strong, perhaps even superhuman. And so when life takes you out or knocks you down, they are surprised. They are, they're shook because they're like, holy shit, this person I knew who had everything together, it can happen to them. If it can happen to them, what can happen to me? And then they begin to speak their fears onto you. And that's what, excuse me, that's when the relationships will go awry. When they begin to speak their truth and their fear, when they project it onto you. Hearing about your depression makes me depressed. Bitch, what you say? I'm sorry, my bad. Um, did you just say that me being down is forcing you to be down when you ain't even got to be present? Gone, bye bye. Mark says, JP, it's your journey. You can't take everyone with you. You're right. He said you love cooking. Cooking was my outlet, and it still is. I enjoy it now. I enjoy teaching children to cook. Um, I enjoy using food for science purposes. It's like, and I don't mean because I really, being a member of AmeriCorps, I had to go off on one of my my leads once. But when it comes to this whole I like food that's interactive and you can enjoy it, and I like teaching children science through food, right? Like getting a container that's full filled and putting some heavy cream in there and shaking it up and explaining the processes of making butter that way. I enjoy teaching children that. But as a volunteer, some of these overprivileged cauliflower people thought it would be a good idea to actually like do a project where they were playing with food and they were just going to throw away the remnants. Now, mind you, it was spaghetti and it was marshmallows and I think one other food item, right? But I had to tell these people, do you not understand that there are children in these schools and programs that you will work at who've not seen dry spaghetti nor cooked in about 3 days? And that spaghetti and marshmallows that you're playing with and sticking your fingers all over, they're still going to be willing to put into their mouths because they don't know when is the last time or the next time they're going to get a goddamn meal. You cannot be an organization about changing the lives of poor people and not understand that shit. Stuff. I'm going to have to work on being in an office space, y'all. Great day. 2 years out of the office will do that to you. But I just couldn't understand. You college educated women, why would you believe this is even something you should tip? Oh, Father Jesus in heaven. This is what, now understand, AmeriCorps, this is the program that I was with. This is what we came here to rectify. So the idea that you are at the upper echelons of the program and this is what you think is a good idea, get the F out of here. Hey, Nick is the night. How's your spirit, sis? Glad to see you. Peace, bless us. I like eating food. Peace, love. I like cooking it, eating it, sharing it. My inner fat kid is always singing child, especially now because Daniel lets me create a whole host of things. Shout out to the peanut butter and egg crew. We're going to get y'all there one day. Y'all just don't know it yet. It's a fantastic sandwich. Once I'm able to move into the space that the other gentleman has, they have a kitchen over there in studio. So at that point, I'll be able to do live cooking demos. I mean, I'll be doing them from home sometimes, but it'll be much easier because I also have a y'all. Okay, so here's the deal. Let me tell you all of the things that I have in store or planned that you will be able to somehow be a part of. Okay, so there is the nonprofit organization. There is pre-ordering or and helping with both the course and the first ebook. There is a men's care line, a clothing line, a cannabis product line. Um, oh yeah, and then there is the actual nonprofit, getting the land together, getting the buildings in place, getting all of the research and understanding done. This is why, for the last 2 years, the universe made me sit down and do the hard work of healing myself. Y'all, listen. Now, I've been real respectful, and my love is going to forgive me this one time, but I have to help y'all understand something. This body right here is entirely different from the one that, okay, I'm going to go back to my buy me a coffee because I know it's there and I can show it to y'all easily. But when I say your girl has come a long way in 2 years, you may not understand it and recognize it if you're not someone who has had to sit down and take that break, or you're not someone who has realized what it's like to have your body change, right? But so it's Monday anyway, so let's do this because it's supposed to be a Monday post, and I need to update it because, again, shout out to Mary. Good morning, gorgeous. I don't need this one anymore. I need to change it, but I'm going to share this one with you guys. I'm also going to invite you guys to have a convo before I get out of here, just in case, because I miss talking to y'all too, you guys. I've got to get some things together, like I said, financially, and get the internet changed over or whatever. But in the meantime, when I'm here, we'll chat. Ta-da! Okay, so this is beautiful morning body. And oops, uh, you go there. Ta-da! You go here. Okay, we see it. The scars, stretch marks, tears, tears. They are our journey, surface evidence of the trauma tattooed on our spirit. They don't define us, didn't make us, can't break us. Survival was our option. We forgive ourselves for coping. We are a child of the universe. Compassion is our foundation. Resilience is our super strength. Hey, shout out to L. Nixon. See, I told you. I wrote this like 2 years ago, by the way. Anyway, we confirm us. We are more than the sum of our trauma. We have the strength to heal under constant assault. We are ever capable of thriving in this beautiful morning body. Now, y'all, when I took this picture, I wasn't even confident enough to take it in color or share it in color. Mind you, it's me, right? But I was dark. I was in a dark place. And I was accepting the diagnoses that I had in my life, but I wasn't willing um to I didn't know what was going to happen next. And I was just gonna wait and let life be, go whenever it took me, whatever you want to call it. And then I realized no. So that was 2 years ago. This was last month. And your girl's come a long way. Can you see that? Hold on. Let me pull myself up here. So first, this is me then. Black and white. Don't want to lift my arms, bat wings. No muscle tone up in this chest area up here. Just looks like no definition. Nothing at all. Sadness, right? Now, ta-da. Here we go. Can you see your girl there? Bow. Full color. All the muscles. Oops, it went off. Ah, this is not saved anywhere because, well, I still ain't that brave yet to be just putting photos of me out and my drawers on the internet like that. But ta-da! You see that? Muscle definition. Your girl grew a butt in a few months. It's insane. It's insane. Um, it is the universe preparing me for whatever this fight is, whatever this journey is. It's gonna be. You said peanut. Listen, Mark, don't you be in here talking about my peanut butter and egg sandwiches. I will pull one up. I will make you two, and I will watch you eat one, just so you can tell everybody how fantastic the damn thing is. What is it with y'all? Why won't y'all? Y'all gonna make me find a way so that I can make a whole peanut butter and egg sandwich from start to finish and show you. Do you want it with chicken or with a pork chop? That's what I'm asking. L. Dixon said, I feel you. I'm not accepting nothing God has to. Exactly. I am no longer settling. I'm no longer struggling. I don't take bullshit. Um, but I know this universe has something great in store for me, and apparently starts with peanut butter and egg sandwiches. Cause y'all just don't believe me. It's delicious. First of all, my love, Daniel has told me so, and he's had several of them. Princess K made one. I think Tia Tuyu said she made one. Y'all gonna make me act a fool. It's like, it's just a regular breakfast sandwich with a piece of chicken or fried pork chop on it with an egg, some peanut butter smeared on the bottom, and a really nice citrusy vinaigrette so that your whole mouth is involved in the meal. And every part of you feels like you've had a full eating experience, right? So that's it. It is a good workout sandwich, El Nixon. It is. I also do these little protein bombs, is what I call them, but they're like egg muffin cups, and it's eggs, protein, potato or quinoa, veggies, and it's usually got some type of like something extra flavorful in it too. So that is an experience. Eating should be an experience, not just a means to an end. And that's why we do such terrible eating to the point of overeating. We consume bullshit because BS, I'm sorry, I'm still working on it. We consume BS and nonsense because we don't understand how to truly excite our palate or have fantastic food experiences. Most of y'all still making Kraft macaroni and cheese. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm wrong. Because you know I'm not. You can't. You can't tell me I'm wrong. But I dare to say this, you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you who has shown up for me this morning and hung out with me. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to come into this office and do this. But it kind of feels like being at my second home. And I know it's because in the next room is um, someone who's been like a sister to me since I've gotten here. And because you guys showed up. And so I appreciate that. Speaking of showing up, hey, Stem, long time, love. No, sir. No. No, no. No. He said, I make macaroni and cheese. You make macaroni and put cheese slices on it, a little butter, and a little. What is that? No, no, no. Is that what y'all call macaroni and cheese out here? Is that melted cheese on pasta? What is that? I'm imagining, you know what? This is funny because I can do this. Hold on. I'm imagining this. I'm imagining. Tell me, am I wrong? Because can you see me? Okay. This is what I see, right? I see noodles, sheet tray, Noodles, 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 noodles. Right? Y'all see that? Noodles. And then I just see like squares of cheese on top of noodles. Is it just me? Am I the only person who sees that? Because that's what I see. And that's not even hood macaroni and cheese. That's not even. That's just come on, man. You could at least said I make macaroni noodles and yes, ma'am, the whiteboard. I'm so glad to have a damn office. Listen, the descriptions make it seem like we go to class anyway. Y'all wait till I make use of this whiteboard for real, for real. That's it. I need to move it over here some and zoom in better. But swear for a God, he said JP, that's pretty accurate. Nah, it looks like that when it melts. It's just that when it melts, like the cheese corners just drop over the side. They don't even like ooze down. Cause you know you ain't got that really good like oozy cheese. You got like that. Never mind. Them Kraft singles that just cream right on top. Never mind. Pause. Flag on the play. Too much. Too much. But yes, they messed around and let me have an office and a whiteboard. It's over. You know, this say he need the recipe from Everybody Hates Chris. um. Okay. So yes, eggs and peanut butter, lots of protein. Here's the thing. I mean, I've already showed the sandwich several times, but right, peace, love, it still stays in the doggone square. It is not. He said he definitely uses craft. Oh, my people, my people, my people. You, Simmer, and Brother Big Rig. I'm gonna teach y'all how to make cheese sauce first. Cause shout out to Big Rig. I think he's still eating them green giant broccoli and cheese bags, but he won't tell nobody. I know Quantum be working on him behind the scenes, but y'all are stubborn, you masculine presenting folks, and you all will just do what works until, uh, or actually I should say, we'll do what semi works until one of us comes along and really puts you in your place about it. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, okay, Kraft is good if you make it into a sauce, but just laying it on top of some noodles and pouring butter and milk on it, that ain't doing nothing. And besides that, Simmer, for real, you really need like some egg in there. That's the custard that holds baked macaroni and cheese together. Peace Love says, "Hey Simmer, all jokes, you better tell them." She said, "Tear up that mac and cheese." Hey, if you're eating, we're happy right now, right? Because some of you dudes, you will drink, you will smoke, you will fornicate, you will forget to eat. Hello, let's be real. Eating and tail washing. Some of y'all forget that. I mean, literally, I raised three, lived with several. Some of y'all, and to be fair, some of you ladies too, because I've come across some tainted tacos in my day. Anyway, some of y'all don't believe that bathing and eating regularly are part of a healthy lifestyle. I don't know how that came to be, but hey. Hey, Nikki Nicole, long time. How's your spirit? Um, Tadar, we are in the office. Woo. The intention is Monday, Tuesday, and I have the possible option of Thursday and Friday, but we'll see. We have to do some talks. This has turned out well, so Tadar. El Nixon said he'll eat after. El Nixon, shouldn't you eat a little bit before and a little bit after? Like that's what I go for. Like I need you to have enough protein and carbohydrates in you to get the full adulting experience done, and then I will make sure that uh, on the other side you, you get cleaned up, fed, and rested. You know what I'm saying? Right? Like you. I think that's why dating kind of like real. Like, so okay, here's the deal, right? This is when you should be ready to go on a date. If it's not this soon, you shouldn't go on a date anymore. Hey, Chris, he said, dang, date. I am Chris, although I will be doing night streams. And look, Chris, I'm in an office. Ta-da! And I get to use it. And it's got a whiteboard where, if necessary, I can talk shit about you with markers. Okay, peace, love said I started talking to this guy who kept asking me every day if I took a shower. You might be right, JP. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just highlight this so I don't forget. Hold on. Let me find my chopstick because it's bugging me. Hold on, so I can answer that one with all the honesty in the world. Ooh, y'all, I'm starting to get hungry, but luckily I got some food at home. Mm. Hey, y'all, if you really love your girl, could everybody just go to my Cash App right now and send me $5? There are 12 of y'all in here. And if all 12 of y'all send me $5, I can get 2 eighths of weed to get me through the end of the week. Just saying. Anyway, okay, back to this. Yes, Mark, the egg is the binder in your macaroni and cheese. Sim Simmons says, peace, love, I'm cheap. I survived off $30 worth of food. Wow, 30 bucks? That's pretty decent. Because I can certainly do 50 and I'm a chick, but there's a couple of things that I'm a little fancy about. So there's that. Oh, Nixon, you laughing at me because I said, go ahead, everybody, send your girl five. I got five on. That's how you gotta do. Five on it at $ Perpcorn. PURPCORN. Everybody get five on it. It's Monday and I'm feeling kind of special. So anyway, she said, I started talking to this guy who kept asking me every day if I took a shower. You may be right, JP. Our ladies, girl, I'm not sure that ladies are bathing. I'm not sure that ladies are bathing. I don't think that ladies put on lotion. I don't think that ladies are exfoliating. Bruh, dude, hold on. I'll turn on the light in the office so y'all can see my actual face. I mean, y'all see me all the time, but here, like, y'all can really, really see me. Ah, these little hood rats and heifers out here want to talk about my tooth, right? But my skin, baby, 46. Hello, hello, right, right. That ain't just about the genetics in the game either, baby. Like I be working on this. I works on this, right? I make my sugar scrubs. I spend time in the bath loving on myself, right? I do those things, right? Oh, my mother told me one thing when I was 16. She said, Janine, if you never shave your legs, you'll never have to. And hunty, in 46, pow, them bad boys ain't never seen a razor. Bad than a mug, though. I'm going to tell you twice. Heard what I said? Ta-da! Now I'm going to get back to it. That's the last time I'm going to do that because Daniel will really get, like, babe, what the hell was you doing? I was feeling good because I was in the office today. There you go, get me. What you mean, stop? You know it's true, Mark Harris. Some of these folks out here ain't never seen one of them little loofah scrubby thingies. I don't even think that they use towels. I think that they just take soap bars and rub it, and some of them might scrub with their fingernails. I mean, the way that some of y'all be out here cleaning yourselves. I would do a body care demo, but I got to figure out how to do it in a bathing suit because Daniel will feel some type of way. Oh, thank goodness. Anyway, she said, oh, sorry. Nixon said, I need to put that in the chat. What's the cash app? $Perpcorn. Look, I'll put it right here for you. Hold on. Look, ain't no shame in my game. I know more. There was a time when I would have been embarrassed about something in my life, but not really. Actually, to be honest, I don't think that I would have. It's how I know that I really was. Listen, L. Nixon don't be like that. He did it again too, because Aunt T is special. I know he was trying to see whether or not I was coming over there, whether he'd admit it or not. It wasn't for me, but again, he had this little toothless lady up there on one of his little things, and I was like, bro, don't make me come over there and act a fool, because I will. Every time somebody talks shit about somebody's teeth over there, the first thing I do is turn my camera on and be like, what? Say something else. Say something else, because I can fix this tooth before you fix your character, and it's gonna cost me less. So I don't ever worry about that bull crap. You said stripper baths or wet wipes. Hello, what happened? At least they used to back in the day, L. Nixon. They used to take like whole baths. You know what I'm saying? In like a bathtub. Why are you laughing at me? I'm just being honest, Mark. We got to be honest about what this is. Listen, we all remember taking bird baths when we was little, right? And some of us, if we was country enough, that's what our granny called it. She goes, go on in there and take you a whole bath. Okay, fine. But some of these 304s out here ain't washing nothing. Them twat wapples, you lucky if they will. I'm trying to be respectful because I am in an office space and she's not really listening to me, but still, I'm just gonna say, let me just say this real quick. Some of these twat waffles won't put a dish up there, some water, nothing, nothing. They won't even stick a little finger up in there and just try to get some of the gunk out. Like these broads are nasty, and I don't understand it. And I'll be honest, y'all, I dated a couple of women in my lifetime, so I'm not speaking from just like, and I've had female roommates, of all nationalities. It's just ugh. Anyway, I'm just said I know who that was for JP. I'm pretty yeah, I know it wasn't for me, L Nixon, but still, Aunt T tickles me because I know he knows I will come over there when I see that little toothless thing now, or any one of them, and be like, "You talk about me, Aunt T? You know I'm gonna come over here." I'm proud of listen. I've seen so many people on the internet lately missing a tooth who were like, you and what? There was a chick on Kendra G. She was like, honey, you can be bothered by my mouth, but you still gonna pay me. And the truth of the matter is, if I wanted to get laid today from anybody other than Daniel, I could walk right out here in this cute little ass dress, drop my hair, lift my skirt a little bit, and somebody gonna give it up. So let's not pretend like this is stopping me from anything. Okay? Let's just call it what it is. I'm saying El Nixon said that's what they do. They go in the back and yes, what my y'all man, some of these folks up out here, I just don't I have a friend of mine, now an ally. Back in the day, we were friends. He was like, JP, you the type who you'll tell somebody, listen, you shouldn't be a hoe, but if you're gonna be a hoe, let me tell you how to be a good hoe. And this is true. If you are going to be a 304, I'm gonna tell you how to be a clean, upstanding one. I'm gonna tell you how to make sure you get it done in your room. I'm gonna tell you how to make sure that you're protected at all times, that the hoo-hoo is clean, that is offered up to the fella. I'm gonna remind you that you need to be drinking cherry juice at least once a day because, well, he might decide that that's what he want to pay for that day. You need to prepare for all things. And if you said roll up with the bunny onesie, you better stop. You know I will. Listen, if I can get onto Aunt T's stream in my onesie with the bunny and do some theme songs, I think if that whole community would be like, she can't come over here no more. Did you send her back to where she came from? Could you imagine, like in the midst of the purge, just dropping in with a bunny twerk scene? Bunny twerk, hey! Could you imagine that? That would be bad. So you guys, I did not bring Bunny with me. So let's talk about Bunny real quick. Um, and then we're probably gonna get myself together. But okay, yes. Oh shit, did I say twat waffles out loud? My bad. Yeah, I got names for people. So Bunny, along with the other plushies, and especially the Cthulhu named fella, are tethers. And what that means is, because I live with dissociative identity disorder, um, I can have moments where I dissociate, where I'll be back over to Aunt T sooner than later. But like I said, I'm not there for the beef, L. Nixon. So I gotta wait till everybody get all their rah-rahs out because it's too much for this lady's ears. But I appreciate the space, and like I said, I believe that. Oh, thank you, you guys. I said that about my Cash App and then just went on with my business. I didn't really think nobody was gonna do it. And then shout out to L. Nixon, and peace love. Thank you both so much for the love in the thingy. I shout out to Robbie for becoming a new citizen. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. What was I gonna say? Y'all see, I'm so goofy. I can't even get it all out of my brain good. Um I believe that Aunt T and I provide a similar service when things are actually going properly for me. That is, you guys. I believe that I open this space up. I allow people to come over and speak what's on their mind, on their heart, what they're experiencing in real time. You know what I mean? And this space is always that. So anytime that I turn on the camera, um, I may start with one thing in mind, yet I allow this space to be whatever the community needs. And so sometimes that can be, going off, pew pew, and then you get it off, and then you're done with it. But maybe not. Outside of that, this space is just kind of me leaving a testament to my fellas, and the younger ones who come behind me because they're the most important to me. But I leave it here because I know that there are those, like I said earlier, who are in a similar experience or live situation to mine, and could really just use, um, could appreciate a voice saying what they wish that they could, or just having it, being able to hear it one more time. And so I try to do that, and I'll continue to do that. And so you all donating and supporting helps that cause along. Nixon said, beef is calmed down. We don't have no time for that. Amen. I really do hope that all of the beef is calm. I have done what I could by in this little space that I tend to be in. Just saying, listen, all the truths that I know, I haven't shared them all, but I will share enough to make you sit your asses down and get your act right together. Most of us in this space, most are at least over 30, many over 50, acting a damn fool, showing off everything about themselves. I was talking smack about the lady on Instagram with the boudoirs and the oil, the bathtub. She ain't nearly as bad as these old women out here exposing things about relationships and people and ugh, what the fuck? What the hell? What the hell? Why do you think that's okay? Why do you okay. Um Mark Harris, you if you would like to donate, you can donate on Buy Me a Coffee. That goes through Stripe. I do have PayPal, but I can't remember what it is right now. My bad. I'll go look. I think it's hill.janine@gmail.com. My name. Um, but anyway, so yeah, main thing here. Reason why I'm live this morning, Chris, and to a host of other folks who would be like, "What? JP was on in the middle of the day?" Because this is the office. I will be working from here and home in an attempt to get my nonprofit up and running. That nonprofit being, once again, ta-da, the Universal Black Youth Achievement Initiative. It, our goal is to help already traumatized young Black men and women do different daily to achieve their dreams and success on their own terms with a free mind, a free heart, and the freedom to do as they choose. Because we gave them a stress free life and an opportunity to have, despite. And so I look forward to building that. Thank you, Sinsima. It was a little bit of the universe, a little bit of my journey to Tucson, um, and well, knowing that I'm gonna be a nonprofit, we got to be a co-op initiative or something along those lines. More importantly, it's my 46 years on this planet and what I've witnessed and what I know that I can give back to my community after having seen and experienced and had so many privileges. And whether people see it that way or not, every bit of my life has been a privilege because my father left Memphis, Tennessee when I was 4 and joined the military. Had he not, any of the things that could have happened to any other little brown girl in Tennessee could have happened to me too. That one choice set me off to the races to do amazing things, have amazing stories to tell, and people like you to share them with. So I'm looking forward to whatever it is that's coming next. And because we didn't do enough theme songs in the beginning, we're going to do theme songs before I get out of here. Does anyone have a theme song? Lord. I'm trying to think. Do I have a. Is this the song? Let me see before I play it, because I think this is. Uh-uh. Nope. All right. Anyone got one for me? I've got. This is on my mine. I don't know why. Nah, I don't want to do that though. Let's see. Let's go back over here. We're gonna play this one. They wanna see me angry. They wanna see me share my tears. Is it like this? Okay. Oh, sorry. About Bunny and Cthulhu. The plushies are tethered, and they keep me tethered to the time that I'm in. They keep the identity present.
They wanna see me angry.
You guys may not notice it.
They wanna see me bare my teeth,
Even on stream,
yeah.
I will sometimes disassociate. But Bunny helps.
I'm a stovetop baby.
The plushies help, and believe
I
it or
smile
not,
in
people
your
think in
face,
my
but the
head.
oven's on high.
And so I have to keep track of those things
I
when I
told you
come out
that
into
I'm
the world.
empty. I'm
A
reclusive, I
lot of people
snooped
know
it.
today
I
is my
already know
my
what you're thinking
birthday
about
out into the world in
me.
a few years.
Are you mad? Yes, I'm mad. What make you
Over
mad?
at
I don't fucking
Unintended,
know. You should tell me so. You done
and I'm
done it.
excited to see what the next thing brings. I'd have never thought.
Are you mad? Yes, I'm mad. What make you mad? I can't
Now let's
recall.
taste
I
it
plead
though.
the fifth. Writings on the
Okay,
wall.
now this is I could do it from anywhere, but to be able to have this awesome space and know that you believe in me enough to give them my dreams this kind of a chance. Thank you, Mark. I think that you guys are awesome. And you show up. I could talk about almost anything and you guys will talk about it. I think that's great. More of us need that influence more often.
They wanna see me angry.
I'll be
They
around.
wanna see me bare my teeth,
And believe me,
yeah.
there are plenty of times that I could be angry. It's not worth it.
I'm a stovetop
Not holding on
baby.
to it. You
I
can't hear
smile
me
in your
over there?
face, but the
Ta-da. I said I can't I could be angry, but it's not worth it. And the more that you hang on to and harbor that anger, the more that it eats you alive inside. And that's the most truthful thing that I can tell you. And whether it's anger at other people, anger at the universe, anger at the conditions themselves, As long as you're not pouring into you, your community, or those around you, you're going to always feel like there's something missing. You may be able to enjoy a moment or two, but consistent joy in the journey, consistent signs and blessings from the Creator, that comes with consistent compassion for yourself and others. And so, if nothing else, I guarantee you that's what I'm going to leave you with. Love yourself. Be more compassionate. Be more understanding. There's a whole lot of life left, regardless of what you may think. Thank you, Nikki Nicole. I appreciate that. She said she bought me a coffee. I have to, let's go over here. Um, but if you're not going to pour into us, you can't empty your vessel so that you can be poured into. Thank you, Nikki Nicole, for the coffee. Um, you're kind of constipated on your own stuff. If you never pour anybody else, you're stuck on your own load. So you've got to share. You've got to do it sometimes even to the point of emptiness so that the Creator, those around you, or the universe can fill you up again with something different, something more. So, anyway, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Tadar, you all bought your girl a whole couple of grams of weed that will get me through till Friday when I get paid. Well, when Ula gets paid. And we'll go from there. But anyway, I am going to write a cover letter that says, "Hi, my name is JP. I'm freaking awesome, and you really want me a part of your program. I was already there. Let me tell you what I did for you before and what I can do again. And then I am, I think, going to take the rest of the day to be thankful that I was able to come in here, not freak out, not forget. You're right, Mark. Anger, pain, disappointment, they all eat you up. And we may not notice it, that it's consuming us. And at some point, it's all that we have left. And we wake up lashing out at others or angry with the world or existence in general. And that's when we got to do something different. So it's 1 o'clock. Daniel will be home in an hour and a half, which means I got to get out of the office and get home too. Oh my God. It's amazing to be able to say. Um, but I appreciate each and every one of you. I am going to play some music. Well, actually, no. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off so that I can get ready to go. But I am going to go ahead and do what I'm supposed to, which is write that cover letter and some other things. Those of you whom I owe information on Discord, Facebook, or Buy Me a Coffee, I apologize that you haven't gotten it. I am working diligently to fix this laptop right here. I cannot without an extra monitor. And then I am working diligently to get back on my feet as far as building the program. So there'll be live streams for now from here whenever I'm around. And then as soon as possible, I'll begin doing them again at home in the evenings because I like the nighttime show. Um, I am more relaxed. I get to be more vocal. And you guys get to relax and unwind, which is important. I think that we should do more of that too. So, after this video is done, please make sure you go back and leave me some messages in the comments and help move the algorithm along. I have not cut this one up, so there is a chance that it may be blocked, although we only had 2 songs, so it may not be. And I'll be back tomorrow for sure. You might see me on Instagram tonight or in the morning. Anyway, I miss talking to y'all. I enjoy being in the chats, but there's something different about being able to tell you what it is that I witnessed and get your perspective on that. Yet, anyway, I've been here. I did it today. Ta-da! And because it's been so long, I am going to play my little outro video, my outro video, and I'm going to try to make a new one in these next coming weeks. In the meantime, I appreciate you all so much. Keep your spirit up, and we'll see you in the streams. Deuces. Ah, it won't even do it.